Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18, BTC Fiber TV, and also check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. We're getting closer to 1,000 subscribers. We've been talking about that the last couple of months for sure. We want to get to 1,000, and we need your help. So we appreciate that if you do that. It's painfully close, though. It really is.
We appreciate the 900 and some odd.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. But people have asked me, that when they see me, what they need to do to subscribe. Because some people have problems with YouTube subscribing. It's not as simple, for some people. Like, if you don't remember your password, I feel for you.
It'd be hard for me to subscribe.
It would be. Oh my. We'd have to film that. I mean, that'd be hysterical right there. I'd love to see you try to do that. He won't even touch a computer, Aloni. He will not touch it.
I can't spell computer.
So he reads everything, but he's missing out on a lot, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Just all that knowledge you could get from the internet.
You don't know me that well, Aloni.
Yeah, she knows you're missing out on a lot. And you could do it. You could. You can't say you can't because you never tried.
I've never tried.
True story, folks.
I'll agree with
True
you there.
story. But as you can see, we are here with our special guest today, Miss Aloni Hankins. She has already won Miss Teen Tennessee, which is really cool. And somehow I was not aware of this. I don't know how, but I was not aware of that until your mom reached out to me. Did not know this. That's awesome, Aloni. That really is.
Well, thank
and
you.
She's going to be talking about an upcoming big pageant, though, that she has coming up this upcoming week in Cincinnati, Ohio. And, of course, we'll be talking, too, about this pageant, Fairest of the Fair, because she's also going to be there tomorrow night. And that one, you said at 11, Aloni?
Yes.
Okay. And it's at the barn, right? That's what everybody calls it, the barn. So that's where the Fairest of the Fair will be tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's see what it says here in the Bloodstone. Miss Fairest of the Fair is going to be crowned this weekend. It's going to be tomorrow, folks, like we just said. Let's see what it says. The pageant signifies the beginning of a variety of pre-fair events planned between July 23rd and August the 2nd. Didn't know that.
All this is preliminary.
Okay.
The fair is when people can ride the rides of the carnival.
Right. That's the carnival. Okay. Well, it says with the main events getting underway August 3rd through the 6th. Okay. This year's theme for the fair, folks, is cowboy boots and bucking shoots. Cowboy boots and bucking shoots. Sounds like a good old country song. You can make a rhyme to that, couldn't you, Papa?
Ah, baby.
Prior to the August fair, the Miss Fairest of the Fair will be crowned tomorrow, Saturday, July 23rd, folks. The gates open at the fairgrounds at 9 a.m. and it is a $5 admission fee. The pageant registration for all ages will be from 9:30 until 10:30 a.m. And then the Miss Fairest of the Fair interview process. Okay, you said that a while ago. So there's an interview process that starts at 11. And then the pageant ages newborn to 8 years. That will be at 2:15. Is that what that says?
It will be,
Or does it start at 11? It don't.
yeah.
Okay. And then it says at 2:15, all contestants can model an outfit of their choice. The pageant for ages 9 to 20 begins at 3 p.m. So that's where you come in, right?
Yes.
Okay. So come see Aloni tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, folks, right here at the fairgrounds, 3 p.m. That's the pageant for ages 9 to 20. And then it also says next Friday, a week from today, Papa, the 29th, is the 8th annual Parker Holland Fun Horse Show. It'll be held, of course, in the fairgrounds where it always is. 8th annual already on that. It's hard to believe. Papa is going to be entering what in the fair this year?
I don't know that I'll enter anything. It depends on when I can get there with it. But I'd like to take a jar of my squash relish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it should win. You've never entered your brownies, though, have you?
Well, I have a feeling that the brownies wouldn't stay as fresh as when I take them. Whenever they taste them.
So that's why you don't do it. Because I've wondered this for years.
Well, I'm just a.
You never give me that reason. Never.
Well, I just think that when I eat a brownie, I want it to be fresh.
Oh, I do too. I
I
couldn't
want it
agree
to be
more.
chewy, and I don't want it to be hard.
Well, that
And
makes
so
sense.
after a
You just
brownie
never told me that.
sets for a while,
Yeah.
it gets a little age
It
on
does
it.
get hard quick. Yeah.
But if I could tell them, hey, put it in the microwave for 13 seconds.
Oh, you'd win hands down after if they done that. It
and
wouldn't
then
even
put
be
a scoop of
close.
vanilla ice cream on it.
Yes. I don't even like brownies, folks. I really don't. But I do like pawpaws. It's whatever that secret ingredient is, isn't it?
I'll never tell.
Monday, August the 1st, 3 to 7.
Okay.
That's when you can make the entries.
That's right.
Monday, August. Thank you very much.
No excuses now.
I'm sure I'll win now.
That's right. There you go. All right, but anyway, though, there's a lot to talk about on the fair, so we'll mention that next week as well, because it would really take me way too long to go through all this. But just know that it gets underway really now. They're having, like it said, preliminary events, starting with the pageant tomorrow, and then 3rd to the 6th is when the carnival will be here, right?
Well, and then you have the judging of the exhibits.
Yeah, we'll have to find out the day that your
He
squash
said
relish is going to win.
He said you
Monday.
can take the entries on Monday, August the 1st.
Yeah, I don't know if that's when the event, whenever that contest is.
And
though,
see,
probably.
that's big time. People are agriculturally minded in Bledsoe County.
True.
And so a lot of people make enter several exhibits.
That's what you should do.
They can their green beans, and they can their beets, and they bring everything, because
That's
let me
true. It
tell you,
gets serious with food, don't it?
some of those people rack it up pretty good because they'll
Yeah.
have 15 entries.
Dang,
And if
that's
you,
too much work there
and if
now.
you buy off a judge or two, you're going to win.
I would say something, but I'll be good.
I
today.
did tell one judge one year that I would give her the jar of squash relish. Judge, it should vote for me.
I bet she did. That'd be enough to bribe me on it, that's for sure. Squash relish is really good too. So I know 2 things you can fix really, really well, Pawpaw. Squash relish and brownies. For sure.
I've given away several jars of relish this week, and I've given away several batches of brownies.
They get really excited though when you give them the brownies. Like, it's so funny. Like, people literally tell me, your Pawpaw brought me some brownies today. Like, like it's an event or something. It's
the first
crazy.
the first time I took any to Michael Walker's office,
They really appreciate
I
it.
called them first to find out how many people worked
That was
there.
so funny when
I
he
didn't
said
want to leave
that.
anybody out. And Michael said, Albert, the day you called, they hung up the phone. They said, some guy just called us and want to know how many people work there. I didn't tell him what I was going to do.
Michael Walker didn't say that. He was on last week's episode talking about that, and you didn't know that until he said that.
I took them
But I
some-
can see why they thought that, because all you said was how many people's working their day, right?
when I call the Farmers Co-op, or when I call, not Farmers, Farm Bureau, and when I call the State Farm, I'll ask them how many's there. And I don't tell them who I am or what I'm going to do.
Right. At the courthouse, that would be. I can see why they, their antenna went up a little bit. Right? A little cause for alarm there.
But they never do lie trying to get more brownies.
Well, that's good.
That shows you all of our sponsors are honest people.
Okay, good point. Good job, Papa. Good job. All right, we got a few announcements and birthdays. Let's see, where's that dang calendar? That is
Right on there.
below this. Okay, we want to wish a happy birthday. These were birthdays this week, and most of them was yesterday. It's just a few though. Happy birthday to Chris Stanifer, your next door neighbor, Papa.
Yes.
Hope you had a great birthday, Chris.
She turned 39.
That's right. She's a good one. I love her. She's nice. And it's weird, her stepson Toby had one the next day. Toby Stanford. Happy birthday, Toby. His was yesterday. And also happy birthday to Michelle Raines. Hers was yesterday as well. So happy birthday to Chris, Toby, and Michelle. Hope y'all had a great birthday. All right, Papa, we got a big country breakfast to talk about real quick. at the Lusk Community Center. Let's see what we got here. It's a big country breakfast with all the trimmings, folks. It's going to be tomorrow from 6:30 to 10 a.m. Proceeds will go towards summer utilities, building maintenance, because as we always say on here, folks, it is volunteer fire departments, and that's what this is for. Because anything they do down there is kind of hand in hand, the community center and the fire department. This breakfast will be sponsored by Michael Walker. Just talking about him, the Republican candidate for Bledsoe County Circuit Court Clerk. Please join them for good food and fun fellowship. If you'd like to make a donation or have any questions, you can call Melanie at 423-618-0404, but it's from 6:30 until 10 a.m. And also want to remind people to early vote. That has officially gotten underway. Got underway last week, right, Papa?
Last Friday?
Yep, sure did. And it continues, well, it continued this week. Yesterday, though. It just started back yesterday. No, I take that back. My bad. It was Monday through Wednesday. What it is, and people do get confused on this part, they have it at different times on different days, and it confuses people a lot. So, I will tell you, if you're going to early vote this week, well, today, basically, because it changes once again tomorrow. No wonder people get confused on this. Good Lord. Well, today it's 1 to 4. I'll just say it like that. Today is 1 to 4, but tomorrow is 9 to 12. I was going to try to make it not confusing for folks, and I made it worse.
Best thing to do is wait until you see the candidates out in front of the clock.
Yeah, that's when you know. That's when you know for sure. I was Monday, though, it's also going to be, well, yeah, 1 to 4. So really on Saturdays, folks, is the only time that it's 9 to 12 is on Saturdays.
This town shuts down.
Sure does. It sure does. But anyway, get out and early vote. And also, let's have a rescue squad breakfast as well.
Rescue squad?
Or, I don't know why this is on here. I'm just reading something, but that has to be a different day. So just scratch that, folks. I don't know who wrote that, but it's because it's about the fires why I said that. But the 127 sale, is that the 4th through the 7th? That's on here as well.
Is that before school starts?
Usually right before. I'm assuming it is the 4th through the 7th. The world's longest yard sale, the 127 sale. But I'll have to get back on the rescue squad. It don't tell me nowhere near enough to even mention it. So we'll get back with you on that one, but the 127 sale, the 4th to the 7th, so you'll see a lot of tourists around here.
That 127 sale is big.
It is.
It has brought some residents of Bledsoe County to reside here.
Oh yeah, that's
I heard Aloni say a while ago. Forgive me.
It's okay.
You're just pretty as she is.
Aw.
But I've heard them say that the reason they came to Bledsoe County was the sheer beauty of this place.
I believe that.
In driving through here, they decided to put their house up for sale.
So they were just strolling along on the 127 sale.
The 127 sale is what brought them here.
That's wild.
That is wild.
We do hear stories like that a lot about this place, though. It is a beautiful place. And we have viewers from all over the place, so if y'all ever come to Tennessee, you want to come to Pikeville. It is a beautiful place. The whole Sequatchie Valley is beautiful. And of course, we have Fall Creek Falls State Park. That's definitely a must-see if you come to Tennessee, especially in this area.
We have the historical the historical section of town down in South Pikeville.
I know, yeah, South Pikeville, yeah, it's beautiful. And it is historic downtown now, isn't it? Yep, that's right. Well, Papa, you got some announcements. Let's hear what you got over there.
The Legal Aid Society is coming to Pikeville.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be conducting interviews at the Pikeville, at the Bledsoe County Courthouse on Friday, July the 29th. That'll be a week from today.
From today, yeah.
And it will begin at 10. I don't know how long it'll take. It depends on how many people come in for an interview.
That's true. Yeah.
But this is a free service that is rendered by the Legal Aid Society of Tennessee.
Good point. It is a good thing.
And they are doing it for low-income families.
Mhm.
I would qualify.
They've been doing it for a little bit now.
The problems that they are after to solve have to do with housing, veterans benefits,
Mm-hmm.
and government benefits such as food stamps and
Yeah.
unemployment benefits and TennCare.
Mhm.
These are biggies in
They
Bledsoe
are.
County.
They are.
Bledsoe
and the whole
County
state.
is near the bottom echelon of recipients of a lot of these
Yeah, I
aids.
know, unfortunately.
A lot of these programs.
Yeah.
But if you have any questions to ask, you may dial 423-756-4013 and you will get some of the answers. This is a nonprofit corporation that renders this service, and they do it every year.
Yeah.
But these are done for
I think
the
they
benefit of the people that live here, so take
And
advantage of it.
That's truthful, and I'm pretty sure they come every month. I do believe it's pretty regular.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, I don't say on there, but I think it does. They're here quite a bit. It's not just a once in a while
Also,
thing.
Mount Crest Fire Department
Mhm.
is having a chili supper
All
next
right.
Friday night. Not tonight, but next
Right.
Friday night. And it will be from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, so you'll have to eat fast.
Well, that cancels you out.
You'll have chili and a drink, and Matt Calvert is sponsoring this chili supper. for
Okay,
Mount Crest.
yeah, he was on there a few weeks ago too.
And it says on here that he is a candidate for circuit court.
Right, that's right. Yep. So they've
Also-
had both of them on here now.
Also, we have the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department having a breakfast on
Oh, that's a
Saturday,
good
July
one.
the 30th.
That's
which
a
will be
good
a week
one.
from tomorrow. And here you get to eat from 7 o'clock in the morning till 10.
We didn't make it there, man.
That's a good deal. They're located
more
on
your
30
speed.
West. Here is the menu for their country breakfast.
He is the world's slowest eater, I'm telling you.
I enjoyed my food.
True story.
too.
True
Me
story.
Biscuits and gravy.
Mm,
You notice all these breakfasts they have.
They do,
It's
don't they?
biscuits and gravy.
yes, every
You-
single one of them.
You don't have toast and gravy. You have biscuits,
No.
scrambled eggs, hash brown potatoes, pancakes
There we
Waffles.
go. Ooh, yeah.
with fruit topping.
Dang, they're even making it even better than it was.
The meats will be bacon, sausage, country ham, fried bologna.
You-
It's not bologna.
I
They'll
didn't
have,
say nothing.
they'll have fruit and orange juice and coffee and milk and water to drink. The cost is $10, but if you're a kid, 12
Uh-huh.
and under, you
Get
get to
free.
eat all
Yeah.
you want free.
And it once again, volunteer, folks. That's so you're. If you go to any of these events, it is a good deed, basically.
Well, these fire departments usually plan one breakfast a month.
Yeah, it's one a month.
And what is so beautiful about this arrangement is usually somebody will buy the meat and the eggs for that breakfast.
You are correct.
So
That's
they're
the
not
sponsor.
out a big chunk of money to buy all the bacon.
Yeah,
Bacon is probably $5 or $6 a pound,
yeah. Bacon's expensive even on a good day.
and probably the sausage is $4 a pound.
Well,
I
probably
bought
right
some
now.
eggs the
yeah.
other day. A dozen and a half cost me $5 and a nickel
God.
for a dozen and a half eggs.
Well, hopefully, a lot of stuff going on.
I-
Hopefully, some of these morons will be out there.
And
for
I
a
would
while.
like to cut down my consumption, but it's hard to fry half an egg.
Yeah, I'd say it is.
So
I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that.
Matt Crawford and Michael Walker,
Yeah.
sponsoring these breakfasts, that's a big deal.
That is, and I think they always manage to have a sponsor. A lot of these places do. I know the rescue squad does. So yeah, I've never really thought about that, but we should. It's also really good of people to sponsor these events, and
That's what
They
they're
do it
doing. They're
regularly.
buying the meat and the eggs.
yeah, so that's
I
that
don't
helps a
know what
lot.
else, I don't know what else they buy, but
Well, just doing that that'd take off a lot of the bill right there.
well, they keep on bringing that meat out. It's when I go to the Veterans Club,
Oh yeah,
It's a buffet style.
It's all you can eat there. Yeah.
Some of the breakfasts you go to, they ask you what you want.
Most of them, yeah.
But out there at the Veterans Club,
It's
they
buffet.
just keep on dumping it out.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people like it.
When we had that breakfast for Carolyn as a
Mhm.
benefit, one boy from school, that was when I was working at the school as a monitor at the hot lunch.
Mhm.
One boy told me, he said, Albert, I went through the line twice. I said, well, I'm proud of you. But he paid twice.
Ooh.
He didn't get a double portion of food. He had to pay twice. But he wanted me to know that he gave
He wanted to
money
do that.
twice for Carolyn's benefit. That was beautiful.
That is because he wanted to do that. He didn't have to.
I went up to Taco Bell the other day and I had a card. Someone gave me a card, $25 card.
No,
I ordered my supper.
you
And
get quite a bit there for that.
I was getting ready to put my card in. A boy that worked there saw me and came, and I saw him walk right up by me, and he put his card in there instead of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm buying your supper.
Aw.
Wow.
He said, I graduated in 2016. I remember you being my
That's-
monitor at
wow.
Hot Lunch. He said, I'm buying
That's-
your supper. Blew my mind.
Well, it's mind blowing that how many people that you apparently have affected doing that job for how many years?
7 years.
Just 7 years.
Then I was a
It's
substitute teacher
mind-blowing.
for 3 years.
Well, yeah, but yeah, you get that a lot. I mean, a lot. But I think it's because you took the time to talk to them. I'm sure you're
I
probably
would
the
go
first
around
one to ever do that.
go around
Really,
the
I
table-
mean, come on.
Table to table and tell them jokes.
Yeah, they like that. They like that. Obviously, you had an impact on these kids because that's
they-
something that happens quite a bit.
They impacted me.
Right. Yeah. That's a good feel-good story, Papa. Well, speaking of another feel-good story, Miss Aloni Hankins is here, and she's born and raised here in Bledsoe County. So it's already a big deal that you won Miss Teen Tennessee. I mean, that's an accomplishment there in
Now,
itself,
where was that
Aloni.
competition?
It was in
Nashville.
Smyrna.
Oh,
Smyrna.
Smyrna. Okay.
Right, no, it's Nashville, yeah.
Yeah, it is like right there. And that was in February, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, first, yeah, what got you doing that?
Just the
Like you
pageant.
just said, he was going to go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I started doing pageants last February as a favor to one of my friends. She asked me, she was doing it, she just said, you need to compete in this, and I'd never even done pageants before.
Well, what about that?
So I was like, okay. So I got a dress, I competed, I got a pageant coach just for the fun of it, and I ended up winning. I won the Grand Supreme, and it was a pageant right here in Pikeville. It was
Oh, really?
Miss Sweetheart, McKinley Campbell's pageant, and I just fell in love with it.
Oh,
And so
okay.
I've been doing pageants for almost 2 years now.
Wow.
That was not expecting that answer. I really was.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Makes it even
How
better.
many competitors were involved?
In that particular
Probably quite a few in
pageant,
that one.
I had 7 girls in my category.
Mhm.
And you came out on top.
Yeah, there were 7 girls in my category. I won that, and then I won the Grand Supreme, which was the highest score of the entire day.
Yeah, that's
So-
that's why I'm assuming you're getting to do a lot of these things.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
So you earned your way to Cincinnati.
Yeah, well, that's true. It wasn't just given to her, and that's an accomplishment there too.
Yes.
And now you're going to be at the fair tomorrow night, right?
Yes.
Okay. And were you in the fair last year as well?
I was. I'm currently the teen miss.
Okay, I thought so.
Yes.
And okay, but next week you're going to Cincinnati. So tell us about that one. Like, that's a big one right there.
Yes.
This is a national pageant, folks. So, and here you can see her crown for Miss Teen Tennessee. But yeah, it's called the American Rural Beauties. Aloni, tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good organization too.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm
Mhm.
competing in multiple different divisions. I have an interview with a panel of judges, as well as, of course, formal wear, personal introduction, and then I'm doing a few optionals just for fun. I'm doing
Oh, okay.
runway and casual wear.
Mhm.
And so I'm really excited to be able to go to Cincinnati and
Yeah.
share my story, share my platform with these judges, and make a lot of new friends. It's very
Yeah,
exciting.
well, that's good.
I
Yeah.
would think instead of just striding out on the stage in a bathing suit, they would rather get some input from your brain.
Definitely, yes. This pageant system in particular focuses very heavily on community service.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was saying. Yeah.
My interview is going to be a majority of my score. So they
Wow.
focus more on who you are and what you do in the community and how you love your community more than your looks, which is, I really like that.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Because let's face it, most pageants don't do that.
No.
Well,
They don't do that.
I had never heard that view before.
I know, it's rare. It's very rare.
Well,
But it's
it
good.
may not be. It may have been something that went on all along behind the scenes that I didn't know about.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
But I like it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know about interviews until you get involved in pageantry. You just think you just go on stage and compete.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to it. The interview is a very, very important part.
Yeah, I'm
And
sure.
you have to tell
I'm sure.
well, they don't know if you're telling the truth or not, but it would catch up with you if you didn't.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, yeah, it would. But it is an important part of it, and it also says Pawpaw, since you was asking, it focuses, like Aloni said, on community service, but it also focuses on inner beauty and outer beauty and poise, which that's good. That's what a pageant should do.
Well, if a person enters into competition, they have a certain amount of confidence already.
Yeah, you would think so. And but I like that they focus on inner beauty, but also they have to focus on outer beauty a little bit. I mean, sorry, somebody that's beat with an ugly stick don't have no business being in a pageant. So, that was blunt but true.
Unless
They have
their
but
parents-
they have, what I'm saying is they have to, obviously the looks count a little bit, but it's not all of it though, and that's the good part about it. It's
I
not
would think that
all of it.
somewhere along the way, some people have tried to buy their children.
Oh, of course, yeah. I hate that goes on, but it does.
Yeah.
It does. But so when did you win you won the first one, didn't you? Which one was that one? Which one was that? Was that Fairest of the Fair?
My very first one was Miss Sweetheart.
Wow.
And it was February of 2021.
Oh, just a year ago, a little over a year ago.
I've competed in 13
Wow.
pageants in the past year and a half, so
Woo.
I've done a lot.
Man.
Stay busy.
Yes.
Where all of you had to go?
I've traveled all the way to almost West Tennessee for it. I think the farthest I've been so
Go to
far is
Memphis, maybe?
yeah. I travel all around for them. I really love doing them.
Well, that's good. You'd have to.
Yeah.
You'd have to, or you'd get tired of that quick. But I guess that's part of representing though, Miss Tennessee teen. I guess
Yeah.
you have to go around to places and talk or anything like
Oh
that.
yeah. Since I got my title, I've gone all the way to the Memphis area to
Wow.
MC and talk about my platform.
Cool.
And it's been a really fun experience. I've been able to go all around Tennessee,
That
a lot of
would be.
places here in the community. So
Really?
yeah,
Do you go to schools?
I have. I've gone to 3 schools so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
It would be good.
That's good.
For kids to see what they could do in the future.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's been a lot of fun. I've been able to go to the after-school program at Wheeler Elementary. I spoke to the 6th grade at the middle school here, and I've also spoken to the 4th and 5th grade in Pikeville Elementary.
That's
Wow.
tremendous. That's tremendous.
Were you nervous on that, or were you?
The very first about 5 minutes of it, I was a little nervous. I didn't know
Yeah.
how they would accept it, but they were amazing.
Oh, that's
They
good. That
were-
makes a difference too.
Yeah, they were amazing. They laughed and
Yeah, that makes a difference.
we had a good time.
I bet your first pageant, you were a little nervous. I'm
I
sure.
was very nervous. I
Yeah.
wouldn't let anybody talk to me. I was very nervous. I don't remember anything of the day.
That tells you right there. But now I'm assuming though that that has gotten a lot better over time.
It
You're
has.
getting more and more experience in it.
Yeah, I still, of course, get nervous. Anything you're competing in,
Oh,
you're obviously
yeah.
going to get nervous no matter
Yes.
what area it is. But now I focus more on having fun and getting to meet new people.
Well, you know what? If you do that, you'll win a lot more. Because that's a good strategy right there.
Oh.
It really is. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. Be natural.
Yeah.
That's really what they're looking for at the end of the day.
But may I give you a word of advice?
Of course.
Some good old Albertology.
I spoke of confidence a while ago.
Yes.
It is important in your being that you think you're going to win.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
But because you can look at all these other girls that you're going to compete against,
Mm-hmm.
but if you have within your being, you have that confidence, self-confidence,
Yeah.
then it makes a difference in how you walk, how
Mhm.
you talk, and how you present yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I'm
It does.
im-
You
I'm
can tell.
impressed.
You can tell somebody's confident too. You can. And now some people are too confident, where it goes to cocky, but then some people are just confident. You know, there's a difference.
I don't detect any cockiness
Exactly.
in her.
And that's what people want to see. That's a good quality there. But I figured you pretty much have to get better at it. You don't have a choice, do you?
Not really.
The more that you do, though, the better you're going to get, right?
Exactly. I've seen so many improvements.
I bet. So, tell us about Cincinnati, though, was a big deal. When did you find out you were going to get to basically represent Tennessee at this national pageant?
Well, I competed for a state title in February,
Mhm.
and I really entered the pageant with the focus of learning new things and never expected to win in a million years. I was just
Right.
going to learn and to have some new experiences, and then I
Which that
won.
probably helped you, too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
won, and they were, and I was kind of in shock, and they said,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, by the way, you're going to Cincinnati." I had to sign a contract. They're like, they said, nationals is this time to this time.
Regardless of what you got planned,
I was super
That was
excited.
probably overwhelming, wasn't it?
Yeah, it all happened in one day, and it was. I knew that if I won, I would go to nationals, but it really didn't set in my
I
head
bet.
until after I'd won that. Oh, I'm going to Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
And you'll probably be there for what, a week or?
yes, I leave next
Wow.
Tuesday, and I won't be back till the Monday after. So
but
That
here
is almost a week, literally.
yeah,
there is a step up in the competition on the national
Oh yeah.
level.
Oh, yeah.
Just to
There will
make
be
it that
more
far.
contestants to
Mhm.
compete against.
Yes, you said about 30 something at least.
30 or 40, I believe,
Mhm.
are about going to be in there.
So
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a whole lot more than 8.
Oh yeah, and they're going to be from probably all over the country, I'm sure.
Oh yes, I'm very
Uh,
excited to meet people from all over the country, though.
That
and
will be, yeah.
It'll be a very fun experience, definitely.
But there will be no one else from Tennessee.
That's correct.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
the only team from Tennessee.
There you go.
Oh, I gotta ask this. So, some of the pageants, like, so you've made some friends, right?
Yes.
But I'm sure there's some that I'm sure there's some good drama that goes on behind the scenes, right? Have you seen any of that?
I've seen some, but for the
bet,
most,
I bet.
it's never happened to me personally.
That's
For the
good.
most part, all the girls are just super sweet and encouraging,
That's
and
good.
that's really good because it really makes your pageant day so much more
Oh yeah.
fun. And I've made some amazing friends doing pageants.
Really?
Yeah, the pageant girl stereotype isn't always that true.
That is, yeah. I mean, obviously they get stereotyped a lot. Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
Really too much, to be honest with you. But for the most part, they are.
Oh yeah,
That's good. That'd
Yep.
make a huge difference too.
it has. I love.
You will be able to write a book someday.
I would love to
I
write
know,
a book.
it's
I love.
good.
I love writing.
You do?
I do. I love writing essays in school. It's my favorite thing to
Can
do.
you
We
imagine?
might have her on here as an author.
Well, can you imagine all the events that you've entered into
Oh, yeah.
and won, but
Get to
all, at the
experience
same
a lot of
time, those
cool
friendships
things.
you've developed,
Yeah.
and
True.
the opportunities that you've had, and
I
you
know.
weathered each one in such a fashion that it has nothing to do with your presentation of your beauty nor your
Mhm.
intelligence. And so these are things that you are exposing people to
Mhm.
about Lonnie Hankins. And that's what people would like to read about.
About about Aloni. Is that
Aloni
yeah?
Hankins.
You said Lonnie though. It made, or I thought you did. It made me think of her grandpa. I miss him.
Me
He,
too.
he was such a good guy.
I remember Lonnie.
Oh yeah. So obviously she's named after him. So it's A and Lonnie basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's named after him. Okay, I was reading this though a little bit here. It says their motto is "Crown to serve."
Yes.
I like that. It's "Crown to serve."
Well, she's serving. She's going to Cincinnati.
I know. But this definitely seems like a really good organization. And it talks about competing against teams from across the United States. You'll have an extensive interview, it says,
Oh, yes.
with a panel of judges. How long does that take?
I believe this interview is going to be about 5 minutes. It could go over, depending.
Oh, that's the longest 5 minutes ever, though, probably.
It's definitely a little nerve-wracking going into it, but it's really great to be able to sit down with a judge and then let them see who you really are and not just what they see on stage. So they can see
That's true.
my goals and my ambitions and not just
Well,
in a
yeah,
dress.
you know, I never thought about the judges meeting with the contestants beforehand.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that always happens, does it?
In the smaller pageants, not really. It's normally just beauty. But in pageants like Fairest of the Fair and state and national levels, there are mostly interviews, yes.
That's actually good. They need to have a kind of an idea of who you are and what you're about up there.
I agree.
Instead of just basing it on just that one performance or whatever it is.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that, though. I didn't know that.
Well, they want to know that you're a well-rounded individual.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I will say you also won Miss East Tennessee Strawberry Festival
Yes.
in Dayton. When was that?
That was in the end of April.
Oh, okay. Well, that's recent then.
Yep, it was.
Was that your most recent pageant?
Yes, I have. That was my last one I've competed in.
Okay.
It was an amazing experience. I had some amazing competition, and I got to compete in a few areas I hadn't competed in before. So that was a lot of
Really?
fun. Yeah.
Well, that's good. You're racking them up, Aloni. And so tomorrow you're going to be, like I said, well, are you going to be in this pageant, or are you they're going to recognize you as the champion?
I am the teen miss currently, and I'll be competing for the miss division that will go to Murfreesboro.
Okay. So you're in the miss division this time.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very excited about it.
I'd say that is a big deal there. Well, is there anything else you want to mention about the pageant before you're my lifeline on trivia? Of course, I never tell nobody usually till last minute. But you'll have a good time with trivia. But what do you want to tell folks about this? Like, is there anything they can check you out online or anything like that?
Yeah,
For information.
I have an Instagram and a Facebook, and both of them are at Aloni Pageantry.
Okay.
You can go down there, follow me. I post everything.
You have plenty of pictures.
I have tons of pictures on there. I promote my platform on there. My platform is Stand Up, which is bullying prevention.
That's good.
I have a personal experience with bullying, so I'm really trying to make a difference. So definitely check me out on there.
Oh,
That's good.
That's a real good reason to. Absolutely. Well, yeah, check her out, folks, and come see her tomorrow right here in Pikeville. She's going to be just right across town at the fairgrounds, and I guess you will be out there probably around 3, won't you?
Yep.
Yeah, so it is the Fairest of the Fair, so come check that out tomorrow. She will be there, and wish her luck for next week, though. When do you go to Cincinnati? Monday?
I will leave Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning. And don't get back until Monday. Wow.
Probably a 6 or 8 hour drive.
Yeah, it's about 6 hours.
So when's the big pageant? Which day is that?
I start competing on Wednesday, and I compete a little bit every day. I have different levels of competition every single day.
No way. I didn't know that.
And Sunday's the finale, so.
I didn't know they done it like
From
that.
Wednesday to Sunday, you'll be there competing.
Yes.
God, you don't get one day to just kind of chill, do you? Not one.
Saturday, I have a party at night, but other than that, I have the day free, and my family and I are going to go visit the Ark.
Well, that'll at least give you,
It'll give me a little break.
I was going to say, surely you can get one day to kind of go around and sightsee and things like that.
Yeah. Now remember, the Ark is a football and a half length long, 75 feet wide and 45 feet high, 3 stories, but it only has one door in it, one door.
Yep, one door.
Wow, and that's in Cincinnati.
Well, it's right on the line, close to Kentucky.
Okay. What about that? That's pretty cool. God, there's a lot of questions I didn't want to ask you about this. It'd take all day though, but I mean that you have to feel proud of yourself. You know, in a good way. Like, you have to be proud of yourself for this. That's a big accomplishment, Aloni.
Well, thank you. I'm very excited.
And I was not aware you'd done all these pageants, you know. Missy didn't mention that. So, congratulations, for real.
I bet there's some proud parents and grandparents.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure Travis and Misty are very proud. And you graduated just this year too, didn't you, Aloni?
Yes, I did.
And you graduated a year early
I did, yes.
with 12 college credits. Good Lord. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Man.
I decided to homeschool my last, the beginning of my junior year, and I only lacked 8 credits to graduate. So I just meshed it all together and worked hard.
Wow. You did. So that worked out better for you, I take it.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited. I get to start college in a few weeks, so.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, because you're 17 still, obviously, because you
Yes.
Graduated a year early. Wow. So you start college just in a few weeks?
Yep, I start
Wow.
the second week of August.
And you're going, psychology. That's cool. That'll be interesting.
It will be. I'm excited.
Yeah, you'll have some really cool classes there.
Yeah.
Don't come back after you take your psychology and question us.
I'll try.
Oh, I
not
can
to.
save you some trouble with me. Crazy. Check. There you go. Check mark on that. All right, Papa. Well, I've got my lifeline here. Our guest is going to help me with some trivia. And Aloni, I never know how these questions are going to be or how hard they're going to be.
I do not consult you.
He does not. And they are very random.
They are
Very random.
They are at random. When I get a message, I write it down. A talking bird.
A talking bird. You're my lifeline. So you.
What
is
kind
it?
of
It's-
bird
what
is
the one that
noted
talk?
for being
Well, I know what you're talking about, but is it a parrot?
a parrot can talk,
Okay.
but there is another
Is there
bird.
another? What's another one?
I was thinking parrot.
Oh, it's two. Parrot must be the most.
Well, that's probably the one we're more familiar with. But a mina bird is
A what a bird?
mina, M-Y-N-A.
I never even heard of that kind of bird. Have you?
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of
Thank
it.
you.
Probably, there's a lot of people out here that's my age. A snaky kind of fish.
A snaky.
Snaky
Kind
kind
of
of fish. It's
fish.
in the water, and sometimes you catch one of them, but they're not a fish.
They're not a fish.
They are another classification, but they would remind you of a snake.
Well, this clue's all over the place, isn't it? But it's funny. But think about what you just said. The clue. A snaky kind of fish. Hold up. Then he says, but it's not a fish.
Well,
It's more like a snake.
it's in the water. It's in the water. Well, when I was a boy, I caught water dogs a lot. Water dogs. They had feet, and
What?
they look like
What the heck is this creature? I don't have a clue.
an eel.
Oh, did you know that one?
I was thinking eel. It'd be
What
an
made
eel.
you, why? What made you think that? I don't get that. Papa, what's the deal with the eel here?
Okay, this is
No. What's the deal with the eel? Seriously, like, what about the feet? What are you saying?
No, an eel doesn't have feet. I said a water dog that I caught when I was a boy. They had feet.
And that was eels, and you just called them water dogs.
No.
Well, what
an
the heck's
eel-
a water
An
dog?
eel is in the ocean.
I know what an eel is, but the water dog, I didn't get that part.
I just said the shape of the water dog and the appearance is about like an eel.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Alrighty then.
This
Thank
is-
you.
This is a street. This is Main Street. This is Cumberland.
Avenue.
Okay. An
Oh, that wasn't it.
An avenue is larger than a street. In the game Monopoly, what is Park
Avenue.
Avenue?
Yeah.
It's not a street. An avenue is a broader street than a street.
You know something?
Broader road than a street.
Yeah, and I've never once in life thought about the difference. Have you?
I'm
I've
sorry.
never-
I haven't either, so you really pointed something out to me there. No, I'm not. I don't mean in a bad way. I've never thought of that.
Okay. I take flowers to a certain lady once in a while.
Mhm.
What is the container you put a bouquet in?
Oh, you'd know
It'd be
that.
a vase.
Vase? Yeah,
Vase.
okay. What kind of flowers you taking?
Regardless of the size, you call it a vase.
True.
You could call it an urn if it's large enough.
Well, that wouldn't be very romantic. Here, baby, here's you an urn. You know? It's going to make them think of a funeral home.
O-U-I, we, in French, Ja
we.
in Germany, J-A, is what
Oh,
in
yes.
It's
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in the United States. We
In French, I didn't know.
Ja
Ja.
in Germany.
What a. Yeah, that's.
The Wine Valley
French
in
is
California.
definitely a much prettier language, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ja. Big
If I
difference.
were to want to learn another, I've got 2 years advantage on Spanish, but the French language is a beautiful language.
Yeah, that is true. I like hearing them talk. I don't know what the heck they're saying, but I like hearing them talk.
Okay, the Wine Valley in California, 4 letters.
Oh, that's Napa.
Napa.
Finally, an
Valley.
easy one. Man.
Now, 3 letters gives you the answer to this.
Oh, back to 3
Really,
letters.
something that's really, really small.
It's 3 letters. An ant?
No, I'm talking
That's a
about
good guess.
a word that describes something small.
Do you have a clue?
3 letters.
The 3-letter thing sometimes makes it more difficult
Mhm.
because the clue is something small.
Something small. You want to identify something as being very small, so you say it's this kind of object.
Well, I know one thing. This kind of clue ain't no count. Because give us a little bit
Starts
better.
with a W.
Starts with a W, and it's to.
You're
Something about
saying something
small.
is very, very small.
Starts with a W.
You tell your kids to be
Producer, do you have a clue about this one? Something.
We, W-E.
Yeah, we.
Oh,
Like,
like wee pee, pee wee.
We. Yeah, the wee peas.
Yeah.
The kids that play football.
Right. Well, that'd been a really good clue there.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, but so yeah, I get it now. I get it now.
Now,
Well, thank you, producer.
I had one more.
Oh, let's hear it.
Pig's eye is the last 2 words. But there's
Pig's
2
eye.
words. I'll do that. Blank, blank, pig's eye.
Okay, so
That-
some
that
kind of
was-
saying, kind
Yeah,
of.
but y'all wouldn't get it. Y'all wouldn't get it.
Well, thanks for giving us something we
it's
can't
something
get.
that goes back to my childhood.
Yeah, well, you could make it multiple choice or something, you know.
In a pig's eye. In a pig's
Is that the
In a
saying?
pig's eye.
In a pig?
In a
Okay.
pig's eye. But y'all wouldn't have pig's
So I guess N-A was the answer. N-A
Yeah.
pig's eye.
in a pig's eye. That's all.
I have never heard that one.
Well, I'm sure that a lot of things that I come up with are things you never heard of.
Why do you think I have lifelines on there? That's why.
I have had in my lifetime a lot of experience.
Yeah.
I do not
Yeah.
have wisdom, but
You're so hard
I
on
write
yourself.
down things
Yeah.
that I hear,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember things that I've heard,
Mm-hmm.
and so sometimes I jot those down.
Yeah, you should. You should. Now, most time, they're good questions. Sometimes the clues ain't
I know,
the best.
but you got to remember this category is trivial
True.
pursuit. Trivial.
It is.
It's
Not important.
It's not important.
Yeah.
These are silly things.
Which Lonnie, we had a guest on here, 2 weeks ago? We had Mr. Jeff Harmon on here.
Ah,
And he had been on Jeopardy and won a couple of times, and he could not believe how hard this trivia was. So
I stumped
that
him.
is saying
I
something.
stumped him on one.
You sure did. You sure
He
did.
said, "You told me something today."
I told you it's like playing Jeopardy sometimes. Man,
I like
Well,
I like to watch the Jeopardy program.
do you like it now though? Who's the host now?
Well, right now it's Ken Jennings, but the
Oh.
lady has been doing it for 2 or 3 weeks.
What lady?
I don't know how I can pronounce her name.
I don't ever watch it, so I don't have clues hosting it now.
Well, Ken Jennings was one of the winners, won over $1 million.
Well, is he the one that just never did lose? I think he was on there for months.
finally lost, but he earned well over $1 million.
Oh yeah,
He won for like 50 some odd
He's
days.
Wow.
he set the record for sure. He was on there literally for about 2 or 3 months straight.
He's a very smart cookie.
Apparently so.
But Mr. Harmon wants to.
Yeah, I know he won it. He won 2 nights. I know at least.
Yeah, he said he got a healthy check.
Yeah, he did. He
I don't
said
know
that.
I don't know how much he won, but
Well, if you won 2 times on there, I'd say it's pretty.
when I
pretty
was
good.
with Patricia Nail, she and I watched it every night.
I'm more of Wheel of Fortune. If I'm gonna watch a game show, they're not as hard.
Well, Wheel of Fortune is pretty hard.
Some of them are, yeah.
We'd always watch it too.
I like it a little bit better. Jeopardy can be pretty dang hard now. You got to be pretty smart to be on that show. Yeah. Well, heck, we may see Aloni on there for long. Oh, she's doing. But congratulations on all this success. You know.
Thank you.
And like I
You
said,
know what? I don't think it's giving you the big head.
What?
no, that's good. That's what you want to see. It's not made. It's not giving you the big head.
I never met you before, but you impressed me as not being.
Because she's down to earth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you.
That's probably what the judges are saying. I would say. I would say so. Because obviously that does go to some people's heads, but
Yeah. It would
you stayed
natural.
very grounded though, and
Aw.
that's good. I'm sure they sense that.
We're glad you came.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thank you so much for having me. This is awesome.
Oh, that's a great picture. Here's a picture of her, Papa.
I got to see
Yeah, that's a good
That's
picture.
the first thing I picked up.
Yeah. And like I said, she'll be there next week, folks, in Cincinnati. So wish her luck and come check out the Fires of the Fire pageant tomorrow at 3, pretty much.
Yeah.
At 3, you know. And there could be other events tomorrow at the fair. I do not know, but the big one is the Fires of the Fire, and you'll see Aloni there. And we will be back. And coming up after the break, we'll have some sports of all sorts and some good old Albertology, even though he's sprinkled a little bit of it in already in the trivia. There'll be more of it. And that's all coming up next right after the break. Stay tuned, folks.
Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
A good bank has people you can depend on, people who grew up here and can handle today's issues and growing technology. Here at Citizens Tri-County Bank, this is the way we've served the community for almost 50 years. Ready to help you in person, online, and on our app whenever you need it. Choose the bank that cares about you. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Well, welcome back, folks. Welcome back, folks. Waiting on the producer's thumbs up. You know that. Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy's show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and on BTC Fiber YouTube, where you can check out all the episodes of our show and all the other shows on BTC Fiber. So get on there and check it out, folks. We do appreciate it. Subscribe.
It'd take you 2 hours to watch them all, wouldn't it?
It'd take a lot longer than that. It'd take all day to watch ours. It'd take all day. But we are very grateful
Yes.
for the people watching and all the support. We truly are grateful. Well, what's going on in the wide world of sports?
In the wide world of sports. Last weekend, the U.S. Open was held.
In golf.
in golf at St. Andrews.
Golf is getting crazy now, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, you don't know how
Who would have
crazy it's
ever
getting.
thought?
But Cameron Smith won. He shot, on the last day, he shot a 64. He shot 5 straight birdies, and he won. And I didn't know.
That's a big win. I've never heard of him.
This was his first big win.
Okay.
Tiger was a no-show after the first 2 days.
Tiger might as well be a no-show, period. He's just
Well,
not. He's just
on
not
that
the same.
first day, I noticed that the media followed every move he made.
Well, that's why he comes. I mean, they don't want him to retire.
They want to cash in on his popularity.
Yeah, I think that's why he still does it. I do. I don't know if he even thinks he can win anymore, because he certainly hasn't yet.
Well, I don't think he would compete if he didn't feel like he could win.
You wouldn't think so.
I just don't think he would get out there and compete.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing you're going to have to miss the last 2 days,
Yeah.
I don't think he'd want to do that to himself.
Well, maybe he thinks he's going to get it back, but I mean, I'm beginning to wonder, though, Papa.
In baseball, Monday.
Well, that's your thought on that. Alrighty then.
I don't have any more to talk about golf.
I know, but I said I don't know if he's ever going to get it back or not, and I was asking you how you feel about it, basically. Do you think he's
I
ever
don't
going
think
to?
Tiger will ever get back to where he was.
No, definitely not that.
He's won about 21 majors, and
well, yeah,
you're talking
that's peak Tiger.
many years
yeah.
ago, and he's past his peak.
But is he going to get? I don't even know if he's going to get even any more titles. Period. I'm beginning to wonder.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's what I thought you felt.
In
like.
baseball, the baseball crowd took a break. The first part of this week, they had the home run derby on Monday night,
Oh yeah,
and had the All-Star game on Tuesday night.
All right, tell us about that. Who won?
The home run derby was won by Juan Soto. Alfonso from the Mets was trying for his 3rd win in a row to win the home run derby, and he came up short. Ron Soto won.
Ron Soto. Okay, I did not know.
I don't never heard of Ron Soto.
I haven't either.
Won, but anyway, in the All-Star game Tuesday night, the American League had won 8 games in a row.
Oh, really?
The Dodger starter was Kershaw, and he didn't give up a run, not a run. So we're ahead 2-0.
That's good.
And I say we're because I'm a National League fan.
Right, yeah.
But
I think
later in the game,
people
they
are
put
here.
in another Dodger pitcher. I never even heard of him. He gave up
What?
2 home runs and 4 runs. 3 runs.
Oh my God! One of
So
your Dodgers done it.
Yeah. That was the final score, 3-2. So the American League has won 9 in a row now.
Thanks to your Dodgers.
Thanks to my Dodgers. But during the game, Denzel Washington, you know Denzel?
Yeah.
He portrayed Jackie Robinson in the movie 42.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When they filmed the movie 42, Ebbets Field in New York, Brooklyn, New York, was no more. So they took Ingalls Stadium in Chattanooga
That is right.
and transformed
That
it
is
into Ebbets Field. And that's where the movie was made.
Yeah, that's cool right
42.
there.
I have a book, 42.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Denzel gave the 75th anniversary of Jackie Robinson coming up and being a baseball player.
Well, I bet that was pretty
He
cool
gave
to see
a
that.
marvelous tribute to Jackie.
I bet.
In golf, I'll go back to golf in just a minute.
So we ain't talked about much else, have we? Besides the All-Star game.
The new league, LIV,
Oh, this is where it gets interesting. They made the most boring sport in the world interesting now.
they promised that every player that is in the PGA,
Yeah.
if they would come and sign with them, they would guarantee them $100 million. I said that last week.
Oh my God.
This week, 3 new players from the PGA have said they would sign up with the new league.
I just don't know about this new league. Like, what is their motives for all this? I don't get it.
Well,
They're trying to basically take down the PGA, which is been the institution for golf all this time.
I don't think they'll ever approach the Open. I don't think they'll ever
Well, they
approach
shouldn't.
what happens down here in Atlanta every year.
I would hope not, but I mean, it does make you wonder.
But they're going to have money.
I know, like, how are they having all
It's
this
backed
money?
by these oil-rich sheiks.
Yeah, I
And-
guess that's why I don't trust it as much.
Well, if you can guarantee every player that signs with you $100 million, don't you know that every once in a while there's going to be somebody to jump ship?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy money.
In football,
Is that all of golf?
that's all of golf.
Okay.
In
Making
football, the SEC bigwigs say they're not interested in enlarging the SEC beyond the 16 teams.
I'm sure they're not. That was stupid to add Texas
We'll get
and Oklahoma.
Texas and Oklahoma in 25,
I
and
don't
that will
want
make
'em.
us 16.
We don't
I
need
told
them.
you last week that the Big 12 took on Cincinnati and
Mhm.
Central Florida and BYU.
That's why I don't like it. I've told you, like, it makes it. It's kind of stupid and pointless.
Well, these colleges are trying to identify with a certain league because they'll be guaranteed so much football money on television.
Well, of course, it's about money. I mean, it always is.
The
But it don't
only
make sense, though.
school that I can think of that has made it alone,
Notre Dame.
Georgia Tech tried it.
Yeah.
They used to be in the SEC and they abandoned ship. But Notre Dame has been able to stay Notre Dame.
Absolutely. In football, they're independent and have been forever. Forever.
To give sports a goodbye, Tennessee is pre-ranked. Our first game is September the 1st, Ball State. To give you an idea of where Tennessee is, they
Yeah.
are ranked
I
pre-season,
know. I got it.
number 25.
That's good.
That's good.
That's an improvement.
And I've heard on television this week that you've got Alabama and you've got Georgia.
Yeah,
The
of
number
course.
3 team in the SEC, flip a coin between Kentucky and Tennessee.
No way.
I'm not kidding.
Wow.
They said you can flip a coin, and it'll be between Kentucky and Tennessee as who we finishes number 3 in the SEC.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't either.
With Tennessee or Kentucky.
No,
Well, are you ready for Albertology, or is that it for sports
that's
first?
it for sports.
You gotta get me a drink before I thank the sponsors.
Yeah, we got to thank our sponsors.
Thanks to our sponsors. I'll have to do it quickly today, though, but thank you, sponsors, all you guys. And we'll start it off with Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's, the offices of Emma Boynton, Michael Walker, and Lisa Wheeler, Farm Bureau Insurance, Nickel Row Antiques, our literally next door neighbor. Come in here and check it out. You won't regret it. They have literally everything in here you can imagine, don't they,
Oh,
Papa?
wow. Some things you don't think about.
No. And then Morgan Brothers, thank you guys. And of course, the Morgan Brothers, you got the Bankwalker Brewery and the venue, Gibbs Pools, State Farm Insurance, Milldown Outdoor Adventures, Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase Sunday. It's Lola's, Collier and Company Realty, Michelle Collier. Cindy Nipper with Remax, thank you, Cindy. Dexter's Barbershop, The Butter Dish, Lee Station Baptist Church, and Southern Pearl Florist Home Decor and Gifts. Oh, you need to add one. Hilltop Meat, which is, they're literally right here on Main Street.
They're just about a hop, skip, and a jump.
They're
from
just a
us.
hop, skipping away. Yep, they are our newest sponsor. So thank you to all you guys.
And they have some produce items too.
Yeah, they do. And they've got good meat. So go check them out, folks. They're right here on Main Street.
All right.
Albertology. What are we learning today
Well, I wanted
from the
to tell
brain
you,
of
I
Albert
wanted to
Roberts?
tell you that our president of the United States has COVID.
Yeah.
And
You see me carrying a lot over here, don't you?
Let me tell you, COVID, my second bout with it left me very, very weak. I've talked with other people that have had it, and some of them the second time around, and it also left them very, very weak.
And it proves that the vaccine doesn't work. It does not work.
Well,
It
I had
does
the
not
shots.
work. So you had it. I know too many people have had it. I've not had it, and I will not get it because there's too much unknown about it, and people are dropping dead like flies for no reason all over the place. So it's not a good thing.
After the first bout I had with it, I mean, it really laid me low that first bout.
Yeah, you give it to me that time.
When I went back to church, I had two
Yeah.
men to approach me.
Yeah, I remember you
Seriously.
showed me this. I know.
And they said, Albert, we didn't think you'd be back.
I know. You done great with it both times.
Today, in Phoenix, Arizona, had you lived there, it would be 116 degrees.
Whew.
I
But they don't
think-
have the humidity, though. At least it's a different kind of heat.
I don't think our temperature will get to 100 today, but it will get in the high 90s.
And high 90s here feels like 120 out there.
I would say right now is probably the hottest time of the day.
Yeah, I'm tired of it. Man, it's
All
way
right.
too humid.
I've got some quotes from famous folks.
Quotes from famous folks. Let's hear it on famous folks.
Abraham
quotes.
Lincoln said this: "The best things about the future is it only comes one day at a time." He was a smart fellow.
Yeah. Never thought about that.
Lyndon Johnson's wife, Lady Bird, said this: "Where flowers bloom, so does hope."
Oh, I like that one.
This
Makes
one was
sense.
by Helen Keller.
She was blind. wasn't
She was blind, and I worked a crypto quote this week, and it was one of her sayings. But this was another one: "The best things and the most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart."
I like that
Because she
one.
could not see them.
No, that's great coming from her. You know what I'm saying? Makes it even more powerful.
Benjamin Franklin said this: "Where liberty dwells, that's my country."
Yep.
Lyndon Johnson, President Lyndon Johnson, said
Mhm.
this: "Peace is a journey that begins with 1,000 miles, but it must be taken one step at a time."
Yeah, that is true.
That's profound.
That really is.
Mark Twain said this:
Mm-hmm.
"Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life."
I like that one. That's a good way to-
Mark Twain was good with the pen,
He was, wasn't he?
but he had a full life. He enjoyed what he was doing, and I've got an account of his life.
Really?
I'll wait and I'll get a
Well,
chance
we
to
need
read
to talk about that one day.
it. He was one of the most interesting characters there ever was.
Okay.
This is a beautiful saying that I cut out. This is anonymous. I do
Oh.
not know who said it. "If the folks we meet would say, 'I know something good about you,'
Mm.
and then treat us just that way, wouldn't it be fine and dandy if each hand clasp warm and true carried with it this assurance, 'I know something good about you'? Wouldn't things here be more pleasant if the good that's in us all were the only thing about us that folks bothered to recall? Wouldn't life be lots more happy if we'd praise the good we see,
Mm-hmm.
for there's such a lot of goodness in the worst of you and me? Wouldn't it be nice to practice this fine way of thinking too?
Yeah.
You know something good about me, I know something good about you."
Oh, yeah. That's so true. And
then-
that rhymed with it.
Then Albert wrote this:
Oh, let's hear Albert's.
"There
take
is
on
so
it.
much good in the worst of us
Yeah.
and so much bad in the best of us that it doesn't become any of us to talk about the rest of us."
Ooh, I like you. Come up with that. Good
Isn't it
job.
beautiful?
That was. There's some Albertology right there. Now, if I ever did hear it.
I got a phone call from Buddy Kelly one night
Did
this
you?
week. This is what he told me.
Buddy.
Buddy
Was it,
Kelly.
okay.
This preacher went to see one of his members in the hospital.
Oh wait, now is this a joke?
No, this is not
Oh,
a
okay.
joke. This is still Albertology.
Well, I know jokes are in Albert. I just have to make sure.
She was very elderly, about 90 years of age.
Okay.
She was facing a very serious surgery the next morning. He really was having a tough time deciding what to say to her, but it was
Sure.
his duty to go and visit her before her surgery. Her chances looked bleak from what he had heard. But when he opened the door, there she sat in a chair with a smile on her face that was stretched from ear to ear.
Mm-hmm.
And it caught him off guard, because he was expecting her to be down in the mouth.
Yeah.
So while he was searching for something to say, she was cheering him up with this smile. Then she just glowed as she told him two things. This is what she told him.
Okay.
I'm going home tomorrow after surgery.
Mm,
He didn't know what to say.
I bet.
Second thing she said, if I don't make it, I'm going home anyway.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
The preacher went home with a smile on his face.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, that is.
Okay, I'll tell you some jokes now.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll go from those emotional, beautiful sayings of yours to some jokes. Yeah, there we go.
I've got to hurry up. I've got to hurry up and get down to church. A woman said,
just so we let you people know, guys, because he's teaching Sunday school, and it's on Facebook Live, right, Papa?
no, it's not on
Yeah.
Facebook Live. It'll be shown
It's on
Sunday,
Facebook,
Sunday
yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
A woman said, after she saw a movie poster, to her husband, she saw a man kissing a wife passionately in this movie poster. And
Oh, okay.
if I'd had any gumption about me, I would have saved the movie posters.
Man,
Right
I
next
know.
door was the movie theater.
You could
And
save
every
a boatload.
time they took down the posters, they threw them away.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
saw this man kissing this woman so passionately. She said to her husband, "Why don't you ever kiss me like that?" He said, "We don't ever have that much rain." It was raining.
Like that had anything to do with it.
I like to think that the guy who invented the umbrella was going to call it the brella, but he hesitated.
Oh, that is good.
If I could move to Kentucky, this is what I would say.
All right.
Kentucky has green grass, but they call it bluegrass. They have bluegrass music, they have horses, and they have an accent. Carol and I went to Kentucky several times. We loved Kentucky. There was
It
something
is
about
pretty
those,
grass, though.
it was something about those horse farms.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seemed like every blade of grass was cut with a fingernail clip.
I know. I know.
My son-in-law, Chuck, blows snow off of driveways and shovels snow off for people, for
Okay.
several clients in the wintertime.
Right.
And once while he was shoveling, a little old lady came by and asked him if he would come and do her driveway.
Okay.
And Chuck agreed. So when he finished, she asked him how much she owed him. He said 25. She brought him out a quarter. And do you know, to this day, every time he shovels her drive, she gives him a quarter. Bless her heart. I think I'll try that.
It is, too.
Next time I have my yard mowed, instead of paying them $40, I'll pay them a quarter. One of my young son's friends called us on FaceTime. I got some really bad news, the friend said in a solemn tone. Concerned, I listened closely, and my son asked,
I'm about to kill this dang fly. It's driving me crazy for the last 10 minutes. Go ahead.
my son asked, what happened? And his friend said, Jeff died. My wife also was concerned. Who's Jeff?
Yeah.
He's my frog.
Shoot.
He then said in a sweet prayer about the frog,
Mm-hmm.
thankful for the time they had on earth together and the joy the frog brought to their lives.
Right.
It was a pretty mature eulogy for a young kid to say, and then he ended it with amen.
Mm-hmm.
Before I could raise my bowed head, he heard the toilet flush. Went down the drain.
I guess everybody there heard it.
A woman at the checkout counter didn't have enough money to cover her purchase of toilet paper. So I paid the last 96 cents she owed on that toilet paper.
Mm-hmm.
She said to me, "Thank you. I'm going to think of you every time I use this paper." Oh.
What a lovely thought. How nice. Now we already topped that one, Papa. You can try one more if you want to. That was good.
The homework assignment for my Spanish class,
Oh,
was to write a paragraph.
yeah.
When I returned their papers, I asked one student if he used Google or any other online translator to write his paper. He said, "No, I did not." That led to my next question. Then why is this paper done in French?
He lied.
This is the last one.
Okay.
The new busboy was just 16,
Yeah.
and because it was his first job, we were all impressed with how well he had done on his first day. Which is why we were surprised the next day when he didn't show up. Then, an hour late, he came running in, red-faced and breathless. I'm sorry. I forgot I had a job." I forgot I had a job.
That's bad. That's bad right
Just
there.
have one day on the job and you forget it.
And they were actually impressed with him. I bet that changed it right there, didn't it? Well, those were good. Man, those were good, Papa. The streak continues, folks. Well, folks, as we said earlier, our guest that we had today, Miss Aloni Hankins, go check her out tomorrow at the Fairest of the Fair.
Aloni Smith.
Aloni Smith. Aloni Smith. I was thinking Lonnie Hankins. You made me think of her grandpa. Yeah.
Grandpa.
Aloni Smith. And her mama was Misty Hankins, so that's where I got that too. But Aloni Smith will be, she'll be at the Fairest of the Fair, and like we said, she is the Miss Tennessee teen, and she'll be representing Tennessee next week in Cincinnati. So good luck, Aloni. I hope
She's
she does
just
well.
17.
Yeah. And you're right. She does seem very grounded, and that'd be something if she wanted. Maybe she will.
Yeah. Well, I would think she has a good chance as anybody.
As anybody, I do too.
But let me tell you, the bulk of the judging will be based on not beauty, but on intellect.
Yeah.
What they get from those interviews.
Yeah. I know, and usually it's not like that.
Well,
so.
they ask questions that are deep-thoughted.
Mhm.
They want to get your opinion on things. They
Mhm.
want to see how you're thinking.
Yep.
They want to know how up-to-date you are on current events.
Yeah.
And so they're going to ask some tough questions, and they will base their grading on how well you answer their questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Polly seems to be a big one there too, but I'm sure she has all that by now. Like I said, she's won a few, and she's been in it for a year now.
She's already competed enough to know how to compete.
Yeah, exactly. So check that out tomorrow, folks. Fairest of the Fair, Aloni Smith will be there competing in that along with a lot of other contestants. And the fair is underway, is what we're trying to say. So there's something going on every day leading up until August the 3rd, which is the first official day of the fair. But that is going on now over at the fairgrounds. The fair is it's here. It's here.
It's big. It's big.
It is. So check it out, folks. And we will see you guys next week for another all-new episode of the Albert and Billy Show. Until then, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.
So long, everybody. Hey, folks. Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.